Just stay right there, folks. Don't move, okay?
I'm okay, though.
All right. Don't do anything until I tell you, okay?
God, I'm all fucked up in a week, shit.
Sir, why don't you go over that way? Okay? Thank you.
Let's sit down somewhere, Dan. Going to take a fucking person on the floor, God damn it.
Sir, just stay cool until another officer gets here, all right? You're doing fine. Okay. Doing great.
Two boys en route. Can you try for an update?
John 1 under control. Just wait for the backup.
Two John's going as well.
Copy. Union 13 arrived under control.
Ow! Ow!
Okay. Careful,
Not
careful,
right.
careful.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, God, help me out.
Relax, okay?
Okay. Okay, don't cuff me too tight. Take the lighter out of my hand, okay? Take the lighter out of my hand,
Relax.
okay?
Okay, got your sleeve tugged here.
I know you're not going to kill me, but can you take the lighter out of my hand?
Hold on. Just hold on.
Oh, wow.
Just relax for a second, okay?
I'm relaxed. I know you're not going to hurt me. Careful, it
Any
hurts.
weapons on you?
No, I'm a cop, goddamn. Careful, careful, careful.
Joy. Don't shoot any weapons on you, anything like that.
I don't have any weapons on me.
Go around the side here. Relax there. Okay. Roll to the side here. Ouch! Okay. Tight. No, these not too tight. They're just handcuffs. Just handcuffs, but they're not tight. There's a lot of room there. Well, then we'll get them up, stand them up, and bring them over to the car. Bring your knees up there a second. There you go. Just roll over to the side here. There you go. So you can stand up here. I'll lift you up. There you go. What? I don't know. I appreciate that you cooperated. Yeah. No, not yet. Yes, I need to. Really good. What you did, you reached in the pocket, pulled it out, dropped it up the floor. That was smart. But reaching in your pocket wasn't very smart.
All right, how are the cuffs? Are they all right? I got a lot of room there.
2 north, 3 4 north, 3 or 7.
They're pretty loose.
Yeah, they're pretty loose. We should have watched. Look at what? Yeah, hold on. We're gonna get it all sorted. Just have a seat right here. Okay, thanks.
Move.
Yeah. Hopefully, Rob, it's all on video. The guy in the hat, he's a witness.
I'll start getting witnesses.
The heavy-set guy, he's a witness. Okay, but I need a witness to what just happened. So you're a witness to that, okay?
What's that? I should have my name on it, right?
I can't hear you.
I should have my name on it.
What should have your name on
My
it?
card.
Do you have ID on you?
No, I haven't had ID on me in over 100 years.
In 100 years? That's a long time.
Charles called that your mother hit their mom yesterday. That the mother can't hurt.
What's your first name, sir?
Jonathan Delmar Hopkins.
J-O-N-N?
J-O-H-N. I'm not 411.
Did you have any warrants?
I haven't had a warrant in over 50 years.
No? Okay. Real quick, tell me what happened today. Why am I here?
I didn't call you.
No, I know you didn't call me, but people called me and said that you pulled a knife on one of the other residents of the building.
And you asked me, and I said no.
You said no, that didn't happen?
No.
Okay. Before you answer any more questions, let me review your rights.
I have the right to remain silent. I have anything that
I gotta go through it anyway. Yeah, you better send. Okay, so listen up. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand each of these rights that I've read to you? I need a verbal yes? Yes?
Of course I do.
Having these rights in mind, do you want to talk to me?
Anytime, anywhere you want me to.
Okay, great. In addition, in the state of Washington, I have to advise you that you have a right to counsel. If you're unable to pay for counsel, you're entitled to have one provided without charge.
Knife covered?
Knife is right there.
That's the knife. Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
All right, so you're saying that there was no altercation with this gentleman in 411?
What gentleman in 411? I don't know anybody in 411.
Okay, was there an altercation about 2 hours ago with a man in the elevator?
No.
Did you pull your knife out on anybody today?
Last time I had a knife, I dropped it.
Is that when I made contact with you? You seem to know what I was here about.
Well, yeah. A wasted patrol car.
You want to speak up a little bit?
Well, if the microphone's on,
yeah, the microphone's right there.
Patrol car time.
Okay. So how did you know to take the knife out of your pocket when you saw me?
Well, normally what I would do if the knife was in my pocket, I would have been standing over there and I would have dropped it.
How did you know that I wanted to talk to you?
Wall. Probably my relative.
What do you mean? Earlier? Look, I'm trying to get your side of the story.
I know, y'all. But, you know, it's bullshit. They didn't pull no fucking knife on nobody.
Okay. All right, I'm going to sit in the back of my car to get this all sorted out. You're probably going to go to the North Precinct. You may or may not be booked in King County Jail, depending on what partner finds out from the resident upstairs.
A little too crowded in that car, so I don't think the door will open.
I'll open the windows. All right, why don't you stand up for me? Careful.
My knees are fucked up. Just keep that
You
dude.
need help?
I can get up okay. Keep
Okay.
that dude away from me.
Which dude? Him?
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest officers we have.
Well, probably. I didn't do it.
Oops. I dropped it. I dropped it.
You only have one?
I had two. The car's still moving, or it's still on. Can we sit him in the back of your car? Or
Sure.
Okay.
Careful. I got my dude. Careful.
Okay.
So after the knife was thrown, was when the officer drew?
I'll get it. Careful.
Can you open the window? Yeah.
Ouch. Son of a bitch. Man,
You can sit sideways. That's fine.
shit. Ow. Fuck. Ouch.
I know. Yeah. Thanks for your help. Did they get your information? Okay. Hey, are you anywhere near the bridge? I need a key to my car, 489. I dropped the spare key in the seat as I was getting out. Okay. No big rush. Oh, I'm at the, you know the SHA housing by the highway at Northeast 70th? Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks a lot, Dave.
Good job. Well handled. That's great. That's perfect. They're like, yeah, I threw the knife to the ground. That's when you drew. And I mean, not like you could have drawn it earlier than that, but it's working because you saw that you got to have it so quick. Yeah. All I'm saying though is it looks real. It sounds real good because you threw the knife to the ground. You drew, ordered him down. Fantastic. Understood. Yep. Great. I'm gonna talk to Fitz, see if he'll let me handle the. I think it'll be pretty straightforward. It sounds slam dunk. So hopefully he'll be good with that. The only question I have, he said yes, but I need to remind him that I might be gone at a moment's notice if it bounces back and forth. But I don't think that'll be a problem. I think this one will just go straight up and be fine.
Okay.
So, all right. If he's good with it, I'd like to handle it. If you don't mind me handling it,
not at all.
supervisor. Okay.
Perfectly happy to have you. Thanks, Rob.
Can I bring the key down? Can I bring the key down?
It sounds like it happened.
So I was talking to these people, and they were telling me who the players were, and I called back up because I was going to go up and contact the victim and then check with the suspect. And then all of a sudden, I'll start saying, there he is, he's coming out.
No one knows.
So
Usually when you're
they were pointing him out, a couple of people were coming out.
I mean, sometimes there's
And the guy saw me, started reaching in his pocket.
No, we didn't. So I'm having to adjust to the culture.
Get a sorted, but I can't remember if he dropped the knife before or after. They gave verbal commands, so I was going to jump off of it.
You,
Thank you, Dennis.
I was kind of confused that John was like, I don't sound like George.
okay, thanks a lot.
So is this a threat call?
It was a weapons call, just a man walking around in the lobby with a knife, 2 hours old, which is why I didn't come with backup. And I was just going to do a check, and then they all told me what was going on. Yeah. They started figuring out what was going on, and
Hey, I figured the sooner I learn it, the better. I'm sorry. I'm very happy to call you. So, being on bikes, we're not used to it.
We never know it. Usually when you get out of range of your car,
But that's a constant thing, right, isn't it?
yeah, sometimes you can extra car and start you know,
you're not supposed to use I'm being nice.
Somebody in an office somewhere is watching a monitor and buzzing it every time, like. scatter marker on all the things they want to go back to and review.
Leave a key in your pocket.
I had the key right there.
That's great. I saw that. I got out. I'm like,
that's great. So we need to check anybody that was logged for call. Anybody that's out here. We have to check. Great. I need to type 1 again. Thinking that every time I go through this course, I go back and read what's required.
Yeah, please. And I'll just stick with you.
I don't think all those are required.
I'll stick with you because it's learning experience for me, and I can't remember what is required. I do know that, what is it? Well, we'll go through it. I think you're right that the officer, the witness officers don't need to write it. I got to look at it again.
And it actually doesn't require a video review either. That's the most recent thing.
Oh, we actually do all video for type 1?
I don't know if you have, that's another thing you need to have precedent. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll do it on our mind. We'll get through. I'd like to see how the CC works too before.
Okay. I've got a good big but I took about a 4.5-minute recorded statement. I can put it to them. Willing to assist the prosecution. Terrific. He actually pointed the knife at him and said murder and cut your throat.
Okay. Great.
Don't worry. So, thanks. I got that. I got it. So I guess I'll let them know.
So we have that lady, that gentleman.
The other female in the yellow shirt. I'm not aware it's according to them. Yeah, my female didn't witness anything that happened with you, but she witnessed the knife being over there.
All right.
They just have video inside, I think, the foyer area.
Back to the precinct, right? We good?
I think we are. I think we can reconvene at the precinct, figure out what to do. Look at all these officers back there, figure out what to set the loose, got what we need.
Was your car video pointing this way the whole time, or did you do it later?
No.
Well,
Before I got out of the car, I pointed it at the door. So.
Wow, very forward thinking.
Yeah, well, it would have been more forward if I had backup right away.
At least you asked backup before
It was 2 hours old, I thought.
Right.
Do a check.
You said you're out with one of my, alright, I run to the precinct, and immediately was like, I got one to go for. I'm like, uh-oh. The good thing was that DOA was, I'm sorry. No, don't worry. It's all good. The good thing about the DOA.
Yes, the guy was lunching for something, that's why you...
Which one did you talk about?
The guy with the beanie, the black guy.
He said it all happened right here when
he did one of these and did something like that.
It's not our responsibility, investigation. He actually described it pretty well.
That guy,
and he got like, knife. So he said, I saw the knife, and he described him pretty well. My point being is that I don't have that video. So, yeah, it's already gone.
You turn his back towards you and reach in?
Yeah. Kind of reaching in his pocket, like, no, don't reach in your pocket, and it turned.
Was he just trying to reach in because he wanted to get rid of the evidence?
Or I think he knew I was here for him.
But you didn't think he was drawing it because he wanted to get to you? Was he drawing it?
I wasn't drawing that conclusion.
Right.
It happened so quickly, like, that's him, and I wasn't sure which was the suspect. And then he started reaching in his pocket as I was backing up, trying to sort out who was who.
No, I'm talking more, of course, when he's drawing it at the time, he's thinking it's for you, but I'm like in hindsight, I wonder if he was just trying to fluff it or if he was going to attack
In
you.
hindsight, I think he was trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, because we could charge him with trying to attack you if he thought.
You're John 1, right?
Yeah, I'm John 1.
Stevens wants you on North Town. Stevens does. I don't know if it's urgent.
Right.
I don't think it is.
Probably about getting me a key.
Just get him a briefing before his truck started.
All right. You mind taking him, Walden?
No problem.
Thanks.
Did you interview him here? Did you interview him here?
No, let me do that real quick.
Real quick. What I did is just say,
I'm going to...
any
Okay.
he needs to know about. Or SMC.
Sir, can you hold on this one? You guys have a good day.
Thank you for sticking around.
John 1 on North End.
Hey, what car number was it?
489. Thanks, Sean. There should have been a couple more keys up on the board.
Let's have a...
Okay, no worries. Dave and Tom are going to come straight down and I'll meet you down there.
Okay,
Okay, thanks.
I usually have a car key to unlock the thing, but when I went out on the bike, I didn't put my backpack in my car. Nope.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's talking about that's about injuries, and he's talking about a few possible homicides. I think he was talking about other people that he's allegedly injured.
I really wanted to tell people on the air that it's not safe to say, when you're saying it's under control, the next officer gets there, and Dewey says, yes, it's under control now. I wanted to say, one more officer, go to the scene, everybody else, you're logged to the CAD, so we have you, but we don't want you at the scene. But that's not quite, once
Yeah,
it
I
goes
know.
out of control,
It's funny when you
because I don't want that
because,
many people here.
Right? No, the same thing was going through my mind. It was like, okay, the left camera showing up the better,
But how safe is that for him? Because if the victim now comes out and tries to stab the suspect,
yeah, or who knows? Yeah.
I was tempted, but I was like, that's got to be the person on the scene making the call.
Yeah.
I'm confused because the reason I got on the second or third time to stay under control is because I heard people still coming. I'm like, we got two people here.
No, not a criticism of that.
Oh, no.
It's just,
I was surprised people kept coming, though. I
Right.
expected people were trying to
The
stop.
days of the looky-loos should be over,
Yeah.
but I still want them to come in case it goes back out of control.
Yeah.
So they already got somebody in custody, already got to use the force.
Put yourself in service, turn off your camera, and then roll by.
Yeah. Well, then if they GPS it too.
That's true. That's true.
We'll just go over and roll call. Man, we still need a good 5 or 6 people to go there.
Yeah.
But if you can look at your map and you see a dozen people there, don't go. But I still want them to come. Because this is a cuckoo house.
Right. The other thing I was going to say, I didn't answer up right away. I was heading here, license siren, but I just didn't want to take the air. So.
I left the lunchroom and Dewey was in front of me. I was like, yeah.
Well, I was already in my car and I heard him out with one at gunpoint, so I.
It reminds you how fast things can change because I was just being a secretary.
That's right.
Yeah. I tell you, but my first rotation
I was
call
even commenting on you bringing your big vest out with you today. I was like, here, all your equipment.
So my first rotation call where I was investigating a routine burglary. By that time, my FTO was comfortable with it, so he was sitting in the car around the corner, and the suspect came back in. Well, I was there. One officer, student officer, first rotation, investigating the burglary, and suspect comes in and is like, "That's her!" She takes off running. I take off running after. I can't get on the radio. I run running after. Tackle her, cuff her up, and then get on the air and try to be calm, because they say make sure. So I get on air and say 1 Nora, whatever. I think it was 2 Nora 1 in custody under control. And dispatcher's like 2 Nora 1 on a burglary call. Yes, 2 Nora 1 in custody under control. Then my FTO comes running.
Who's your FTO?
John Ditto. It was like a DV burglary.
Oh,
It was like an ex-girlfriend who's now a heroin junkie. And so she'd been coming, because he'd been on vacation. She was coming, taking stuff, taking it to the or to the whatever, selling it, coming back for more. So because the car was parked around the corner like a good student officer, not parked in front of the scene, she didn't see the patrol car.
Anyway, I'm really glad to get the blue team out of the way with the level 1 instead of going right to level 3. I have no idea how it works.
So you haven't done blue team yet?
I'm going to find out today.
Oh, I've been trained in it. I haven't done it. Obviously, this will be my first. Well, since it was back when it was easy, this will be my first use of force with all the rigmarole.
Oh, not that hard. Level 1s aren't that hard. This is probably doesn't require a summary, but I would put one in there.
Okay.
Such and such date. He was on a routine paper call. Suspect came out, had a knife, pointed his gun at him. Super, try to keep it in 10 lines.
Yep.
But I'll be there.
Are we good with reconvening at the precinct?
Yeah.
I'm just
waiting for Dave to get here with the key.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
The sergeant's going to hang with me.
Okay, I didn't catch that part of it. So that's I heard you say something about a key. I didn't realize you were locked out. All right, see you back at the precinct.
You know why it fell out? So I was getting out of the car. Everything's good. I put my mic in. And that's where I keep my keys. It fell out.
Did you sync up your mic today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Me too.
I'm not sure if it'll work. We'll see. And I don't know how to download or save the incident.
Okay. So what we'll do when we get back to the precinct, just log off the car. We'll take the hard drive out and plug it in.
Okay.
When you log off the car, then shut the computer all the way off and go through the system, not with the button. Just trying to go through like certificates. Just one second. I have one quick question. I want to reclaim your video. Yeah. What's the suspect thing that's what? You know?
Yeah, I gotta
put that in there.
You don't bother with it?
I mean, you can.
Okay, I'll leave it blank. It's fine.
It's Jonathan Hopgood. Hopgood.
Okay, got it. What do you think you're going to book for?
Threats.
Okay, perfect.
We have a good victim.
Awesome. Thank you. You do the same as him. Hit retain.
Okay. Put the case number in.
Yeah, in fact, we'll do that right when.
Is there a call unit for the Tennessee Public Site?
I'm on a couple calls here, and they're always odd calls.
Call 102 for a Fox driveway, 7114 5 F North, the red Dodge Charger, 7115.
This was the first time I got to see Henry in action over here. There's a guy throwing his furniture and stuff out the window at people down below, and he was trying to get another apartment. Out the window. So we got to check there and go out of the window. And at this point, we got to the door. We knock on the door. That guy doesn't open the door. I was like, it is. So I'm like, there's stupid. So I start kicking the door. Nothing. I was like, Henry?
He's a big dude.
Oh my God, he's so strong. Did I tell you about the other time we're getting a bunch of people out of this abandoned house, and they were locked upstairs, and there was a locked door upstairs. So I looked at it, it's got a big lock on it. Just wanted to put the door off the hinges and take it. It's over, and I'm like,
I saw the video. And then,
thanks.
yeah, he's a good dude. Good guy to have on our team. He doesn't mind using. I was so happy not to get the DOA calls on the meeting, and then this one, I got one I come finally. Should have taken the DOA.
You didn't finish your lunch?
No, I finished.
Oh, all right.
Why can't you show up for it?
Oh, it's over now. Just a little drama.
A little drama.
A little drama.
Oh, that's more for us,
Yeah,
for our safety.
Yeah. His friends came by to see us too, but it wasn't really that big a deal.
Well, I live here, so I just heard that there's some
No.
yesterday or something that somebody.
Two of those guys just dropped by to say hi, and we go everywhere in twos or threes, so it looks like a lot.
Alright, say so.
You know, I had a call.
Weldon 2 boy.
Okay. Walden, section.
Okay.
He and Audi were close by, I guess. Or they know how to get here. Oh, you,
My last call was in Tangletown.
Okay, I got your message.
Even following the GPS was
Oh,
hard to get
God.
to.
It was hard for me to get here, too. Now that I think about it, Weldon sits in a church right across. There it is. Was he right here?
He was here first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's his parking lot.
Okay.
That church.
All right.
Yeah, North Green, so you were another deal.
I don't know. I sit in that church all day, every day.
Hopefully he's got a good book or something. Is that your camera or did the department give you that?
Department. They're in every sergeant car.
Really? That's a nice camera.
I prefer just to use the small ones without all the bells and whistles, but left my backpack in the office. So this one's in the car, at least it's in there. At some point, I probably should put it to charge. Yes, there we go.
You watch that show, what's it called? It's about the Marshal, Raylan Givens. It's a great show. I can't believe I can't remember its name.
Series?
Justified.
Is that a series? Or
Yeah, it's a really good series. The main character's got such a great, dry sense of humor. There's this one scene in the last season, this real bad guy. You ever heard of the 21-foot rule? And he's like, can't say I have. And the guy reaches for his knife, and the marshal puts the pen on his gun and the guy's more than 21 feet away, and he says, "You sure you thought this through?" And the guy's like, "Yep," and he starts running at him, and you can see the marshal's surprised. And he's moving to draw his gun, and then all of a sudden the suspect just disappears from view. He didn't see that there was a trench, that he the trench. The marshal's like, and he walks over, and the guy is falling on the knife, and the knife went right up his face. Just the dot. Sure, you know this.
Who asked about, have you ever heard of the 21?
The suspect.
Oh!
And it was the second time he did it. He did it to a...
Because if you were going to get him, you should have had your gun out already.
Yeah. Well, that's why it kind of tells me that they don't have a great advisor. I mean, the show is really good.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, okay, now this marshal's supposed to be an expert with a gun. He's shot a lot of people, which is why this show's called Justified. And a firearms instructor, you would have thought, yeah, I've heard of it.
It should have been him saying it.
Yeah.
The guy's got a knife out.
But it was a nice twist. The irony was great.
I want to report a strong arm that occurred last night. My neighbor downtown. He's standing by at 143,
Well, this summer's over.
15, or he's been a couple
Well, I see the back of that
He
heat.
thinks the suspect is an employee there, and the name is Mark, a black male by his knife on behalf. Let me say by a state runner,
You get the evening sun or something?
Yeah. My house faces dead west, and it's like a desert. It's a great desert.
I've lived in a couple houses in Seattle that were facing west. I'll try never to do that again. I went to a condo in a building like this facing west. Oh, that's rough. Yeah. As long as it's good, evening would hit. I face east now, so I get sun in the morning. By the time it heats up, I don't get any sun.
Oh, that's good.
Copy 13530 London, North. We're north to the bus outside, but the truck right here was different
Hey, you guys on your way? Oh, you don't have to come. Oh, you've got the key. Those guys don't have the key with them? Can you just give it to somebody else to drive it now? All right, thanks. Bye.
Not quick.
Oh,
That's John. Not a fast driver.
hi.
Why would you lose your job? They can tell you can't get all you got to say, can you give me that number?
There's a full cigarette down there. I was thinking about it. That's a lot.
Smoke?
Not anymore. It's been about 40 years.
Smoked for a long time?
I chewed, and then I smoked. I kind of went back to chewing, and then it became unpopular to chew or smoke, depending on where I was. Like sometimes it was more flat to smoke, or I swapped them back off, back and forth.
You gotta be there for your friend, baby. True.
No, that's a nasty, nasty habit. It would be there for me to work.
Knock yourself out 3 days.
My dad loved smoking. I think he started smoking when he was like 14 or 15. He smoked the whole time I was a kid. Now, we used to ask him all the time, you know, Matt, when you give up? He said, I must like it. He would always give us our time back. We always go to the liquor and smoke.
Yeah.
Now he regrets it.
Thank you.
He has cancer. He was diagnosed with type 3 lung tumor in his lungs, so they removed 3/4 of his one lung. And then he's got COPD.
What is that anyway? I hear it a lot.
It's like a combination of emphysema and pulmonary issues. You're always tired, you can't get enough oxygen. But yeah, he was, last time I had time there, he was saying forever he smoked. So it's the biggest mistake I ever made.
Wow. That would terrify me to be not being able to catch my breath and be on oxygen. Knowing it's going to be worse. Eventually going to stop you.
Well, now he has, the reason he's so sick now is a weird infection in his lungs. His house was flooded and bacteria in the house. It was very hard to knock out. They had to give you a 9-month course of antibiotics. And
9 months?
9 months. And they didn't want to do it to him because they thought, oh, he's only got one lung, he's not real strong. But then they had to do it. And now he's, you know, I told him he's down to 130 pounds. And he was a big man. When he was walking around weight, when I was younger, was 200 pounds.
Wow. Oh,
And he was like the hard man of the neighborhood, you know. And then after the cancer, he was about 160, 165. Now he just looks scary how little he is.
yeah. How old is he?
75. I mean, nowadays that's not that old.
No.
If he was 80, I would expect deterioration like that. Not as big.
Not that old. If we get the weight on him when he gets through this 9 months, maybe if he could just make it hang on there for the 9 months.
I don't know if he's going to be able to do the 9 months.
How far into it is it?
3, 4.
I guess it just knocks out all the good bacteria in your stomach. You can't absorb them.
Well, one of them was making him sick. They've since changed that one, lowered the dose of the replacement, made it every other day.
But now, is that even going to knock any kill it, or is it just going to be on that for the rest of his life? Wow.
Sorry.
That's what off my back.
I told that son. Like, haven't I get it here?
Oh, is he riding it over here?
Yeah, they were riding. I said, just give it to somebody in a car.
Oh. My God, why didn't he just grab the car and take it over here? Grab the van, or... I had no idea he was driving. I could have gone there and got it. That's so videos and sure they're all.
That's my first thought after I hit the ground. It's like,
You were there. You were behind me already. I'm already putting my gun
well,
out.
I didn't even pull it. I was
Good. That's way better. Might as well just do it.
And then I had the thought. Then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. He's lucky he didn't get shot before the night off and slept.
Yeah, I think the only reason I didn't get my gun out sooner is because I couldn't figure out who it was. I had shit in my hands. And then I'm like, oh.
I thought that was it.
North Minutes information, you're going to want to check your email for a photo of an elderly female that's missing from the cattle.
All right, note to self, in future, do not ask bike guys to bring a key.
Yeah. The small percentage that it's not the right key also.
Oh, I made sure. I said,
Okay.
plenty of keys there. Are you at the board? Yeah.
I pulled up my Guitar Pro application.
Okay.
This guy emailed me. First, I pulled it open, and I had to pay a licensing fee, and I almost paid for it. He told me it was going to be like $7.99, but it showed up as $60, and I realized I was in the wrong thing, and I just wanted the application up. So I pulled it open, and sure enough, it had
the fret light?
Fret light, yeah. Had it up there, and it said, this license is for fret light compatible guitars.
Oh, so, oh, wow.
And so when I did pull that
use
open, yes, you can use it, and it was really cool. Although I couldn't get it to slow down enough for me. I'm just about maybe one more lesson behind. I was able to do it, but I was really having to rush through the scales. You can slow the scales way down, but I needed to even go slower than that. So I can play along with the scales, watching the tablature. So where it says 1, 2, and 3 fingers, and which string. But underneath, above it are the notes, and then below it is fret light is on there. And I can see it's kind of got the fret light board, but of course it's not lighting up on my guitar.
Right.
I can see where you would.
Oh, that's kind of.
Do it, and it's kind of trying to tell me, but.
So it's the reverse though. That would be hard to look at, wouldn't it? It's like looking in a mirror.
Yes.
Trying to play.
It would, but if you absolutely can't figure out some note, then I guess you could piece it together, and which I have to do because a lot of times it's a couple days after my lesson that I practice, then I have to try to piece things back together, and that is helpful. You can isolate. You can either just watch the string one, the tablature, or the notes too, and it'll walk you through way more stuff that I'm just trying to do the scales and stuff.
Do you think you'll get the light at some point?
I would like it. $300 is not that much money.
If you do, let me know. I want to see it. Try it. Because I think I want to get it at some point for sure. I wanted that Yamaha thing.
Even if you're like I learned the basics. There's a lot of stuff like learning licks of songs that would just take you forever to piece it because you got to go through one note at a time, and then speed it up, and then speed it up, and then try to add like Johnny Cash's little thing to it to make it sound right. That seems like the fret light would get you. It's got to speed it up. It's got to.
My only concern about it is like training shooting or something, or even fighting when you're looking.
Yeah.
They tell you not to look at what you're doing. You know, look at your target or.
That's why I think I'd like to learn the scales.
Yeah.
Too, because I can do the scales without looking.
Yeah.
If the fret light was on it, no, I think I'd learn it. I'd do it about 5 times and then start not looking. I think I would. You'd learn the lick really fast, and then you would just stop looking.
there's just enough coolness by not looking that you're gonna want to do that. So it's gonna drive you away from watching it after you learn it. If I knew a store that carried it, I'd definitely go in and look at it. Probably Guitar Center.
Guitar Center, or what's that place? It's over here on Roosevelt. I wonder if they have one.
Oh yeah.
I should stop in there one day. Or
I didn't ask.
Stop in.
I don't think the one by our coffee shop has it.
No, probably not. But that place is huge.
Yeah.
The place in Roosevelt.
That's, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to go see it.
Yeah, he is.
Hey. Oh, I thought you were picking them up to smoke them. There's a whole cigarette right there.
Oh, no, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I'm cleaning
I
up.
thought you were picking up snipes.
No, I don't smoke. Well,
somebody.
I cleaned up. Yeah, I just gave. Yeah, I just gave her a cigarette.
That's the one that John brought.
Oh, John, over there. You want it?
Oh, did it just
Oh,
blow
it
over?
flew this way.
Ah.
Yeah, I just gave her.
When they got when he went down.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've been smoking almost a year now.
4 years. For me, and it was not easy, was it?
It was not easy.
Not easy. Yep.
Yeah, I've tried like, man, about 5 or 6 times finally. 53 and finally quit smoking.
You're 53? Wow. You're in good shape.
That's because I ride my bike and stay away from the smoking.
Yeah.
Okay, we're waiting at Starbucks. For who?
What?
For who? I'm on a team with a bunch of idiots.
That's so typical.
Oh my God. Which Starbucks? I have no idea.
Well, I can go pick it up if they'll just tell me what Starbucks are at.
No, they don't have a key. I don't think.
No.
Estron has the key. I can't really give them a hard time since I'm the one who locked the key in the car.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Maybe you should just drive me back. 4, 8, 9.
I can just drive you back. Oh, I'll just come back with the key. You gotta get the car going.
Yeah.
Keep stuff on this car.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can't reach any of them.
Oh my God.
No, you were in charge of the electrical giant.
I kind of had that idea. I'm not shocked. I don't think he's an idiot, but...
No, but it's 3 of them trying to coordinate.
Not like, holy shit, Rob might want to get back and start on this shit.
Maybe they didn't hear anything on radio.
Copy. It looks like he's calling from inside an apartment.